Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Tiggity, tiggity, test. Tiggity, tiggity, test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Is the music too loud? Am I too loud? Does this check out? Check, 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 check. Still testing, still testing. Let me just bring this shit up. There it is. Let's take a listen. Okay, great. All right. So where was I last night? What was I doing? Let's just run it. I think the mailman was dropping off his package twice. So we need to make it so he resets those variables so he can't do that shit again. Alright, there he is. So he's gonna go over to drop off the package. Come on. Drops off the package. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to pick this up, put it over here, and switch to my gun, then spook them. And see what happens. Because I think so that is just the animation looping. I realize it's just because the start of the animation is okay, so he's going back to it, right? He's going back to what he's doing, which he shouldn't be doing. And the package is gonna appear again? Yeah. Right, okay. So, let's fix that. So we got this mailman routine. Let's see. So if it goes to check again, and if he's not scared, wait for mail. He has mail deliver. Wait for mail hours. It's true. Bool test. Package delivered. If it's false, then he needs to go to deliver package. Well, package delivered gets set to true once he goes there and he activates it. It's setting it to true. Oh, you know what? I need to clear the array. Right. Okay. So when you get an item from an array delete at, remove, and it'll remove package to deliver. Okay, so it'll remove it from the array, but it'll at least have it in hand now. And when it arrives, it sets packages delivered, but also set set game object. Package to deliver, nothing. That might be more than what's needed, but just in case. Now it's nothing. Okay. So was package delivered? True. Okay, go here. Oh. Wait for mail. Oh, here we go. Array get next. Array is empty. Send an event based on the length of an array. So if it's empty, so let's scooch these up and then put an array is empty right here. The array package deliver is empty. Oh, it's a bool value. Surprised there's no like fail event thing for this. Event to send when there are no more items. I guess that's the same thing. Let's just check if that works. So if there's no more items, it goes to last package. Or actually, hold on. No, this should be separate. This should be separate. Array is empty. Bool tests. The array package deliver, okay, is empty. No more packages to deliver. Okay. If it's true, then it will go to true. If it's false, it goes to false. And then I think also that can basically be the same thing as this. No more packages to deliver should be equal to has mail to deliver. I should basically just set that, huh? That's stupid. That's stupid. I'm gonna delete that. No packages to deliver. No packages to deliver. Array is empty. Then it's gonna be. Oh wait. Oh, is empty. Store a bool whether or not it is empty. Oh shit. But that's backwards. Hyper Sean says, "What are you doing today?" Hey Hyper Sean and Marusho. Hi, what is up? How late am I to those messages? Doesn't say a time code on them. Man, today oh, got a bubble in my throat. Today I'm gonna finish up this little mailman really quick because I just got to make sure he doesn't deliver the same package twice. And then when that's done, I'm finally just gonna do the classic video game killing and gun stuff today. So yeah, I'm gonna set it up so that we could shoot and kill NPCs, and then I'm gonna try to squeeze in. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It seems ridiculously easy. It seems like today what I could do is implement the shooting and killing NPCs, and also it seems like I'll have time to do dragging around bodies, and it seems like I'll be able to do NPCs reacting to seeing a dead body. So if they see a dead body, they'll freak out. And I feel like there was something else. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how much I can get done today. Like, I have all these aspirations for doing all that shit, but that might take all day. Because I also think I'm also like, I think I'll have time to do all that. Plus, I think I'll have time to actually get the, what is it, the NPC source. So, what I realize, honestly, like, the source in the game, that's the name of these type of NPCs. It's like a source NPC. They give you information on who the mole is and kind of where you can find all this data and shit. What the fuck is this music? I'm gonna skip this shit. There we go. So I would really like to be able to get to the second half of a source routine, because the first half of a source routine is they send out their message, right? I have it right here. Let's just pull it up. Source signal routines. So the first half of it is that they send you a signal to get your attention. So it's like sending you a package, telling you to answer a phone in a phone booth, receiving matches from like a bar or a cafe or something, a hotel key. So it's like you have to go to that hotel and find that room number. That's so they'll wait for you. Chess piece. That's they send you a chess piece, so you have to go find someone playing that chess game that is missing the chess piece they sent you, and that's them. So there's other ways that they kind of like say, hey, come find me, right? And then once you do find them, in simple, like, I totally was ignorant of this for a minute, but like basically this is just quests. There's kind of like mini quests throughout the game. Like you're constantly doing mini quests. And so that's how you find them, but then they give you the quest or mission, whatever you want to call it. And that's kind of what I was thinking about trying to do today. And actually, it isn't even necessarily sending you on a quest or a mission. What they're really asking, it's like they just need compensation for information. So you could just pay them money. You don't necessarily have to go on a quest. But money is only one of the options, and then the rest of them are essentially quests. So you can either pay them, go kill somebody for them, steal some type of hidden package thing for them, or record a conversation. There's other things I want to put on that list, but this is kind of like the basic list I want. I know eventually in the future I'm probably going to want to like set up some type of like you photograph somebody doing something. It's like, hey, I need you to go photograph who this person hangs out with and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see how much of all that shit I'll be able to get done today. We'll see, because I feel like, man, this new NPC system that I set up, it's like, it's just so much cleaner, so much easier to understand. I was going through all these FSMs just to share really basic information before. Now I'm like keeping it pretty limited. Okay, so so array is empty. We'll do, you know what I could do is I could set it to has mail to deliver, But then I could do a bool flip. Or wait. No, I can't, because if the array isn't empty, if it has something in it. Oh wait, yeah, that does make sense. I hope this doesn't fuck me. I feel like the logic behind this is a little unclear right now. So if there's nothing in the packages to deliver array, it will say, yes, it is empty. That is a true statement. So it'll set has mail to deliver to true, but that's not what we want. We want it to flip it to the opposite, to say it doesn't have mail. And so conversely, if it does return something and it says, hey, there are packages to deliver in the packages to deliver array, the is empty will be false. So then flipping that would be true. So has mail to deliver would be true. Okay, it does work. It does work. Okay, so bool variable has mail to deliver, true and false. Okay, this is a weird one. This is a fucking confusing one, but it works. Best dude, your enemy AI tutorial was really helpful. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm glad. You know, man, here's the thing is that, like, I'll say this really quick, is that, you know, I've been learning a lot more about behavior trees and sort of just how to generally treat AI in a sort of just in a cleaner way, where like you can set it up to do more things without having to make like so many exit conditions, you know, because if you have an NPC doing one thing and you explicitly say like, okay, they're only doing that thing right now, and you set up a bunch of states to get to that point, a lot of the times the sort of simple way, even if it's really tedious, is to give it exit conditions while it's there. So like while it's doing that thing, you say, hey, but like constantly be checking if this or that changes in that state, you know. But the problem is you start putting that starts getting really redundant. You start asking the same question, you start putting the same logic in multiple states because you want it to check all over the place. And that's just not like that's just too much to keep track of, you know. So alternatively, you could just set it up so there's a separate FSM that is monitoring that information, that is constantly sending that to the actual, like, let's just call it the behavior tree, right? So been learning a lot more about that, been changing a lot of the NPC. That's what I've been doing for the past couple days. And yeah, I've been talking to the Playmaker team about like what we're working on next now that the tutorials are out. There's something else that's on our plate right now, on my plate, that I have to take care of. That's still really awesome and cool and everything. But it means that tutorials are gonna kind of have to wait for a second. But one of the ideas that I just pitched the other day was like, I think we should do a tutorial on how to do proper AI, or at least like, you know, the fundamentals of how to do AI using Playmaker, because it is kind of, I actually have never found a tutorial out there that really walked you through on how to like get anything more than just like, oh, does it see you? Okay, it attacks, and that, you know, and that's fine, that's great, that is fundamental. But like, something I never really found was, and this is an important one, is like when you're trying to make NPCs that can be sort of like interrupted. They can have a task that they're doing, and then they can get interrupted and do something else, and then whenever it is that they're done with that other thing, they go back to that original task. It's been really hard to find shit like that. You know, like here, I'll show you something really quick too, is like, check out, let me see. Let's see. Reference images, screenshots. I found this in a GDC like PowerPoint presentation. Where is it? Here it is. The curveball. There we go. So this is in like the design. Who did this? Brett Lemming from Rockstar. So when they're building the AI for GTA, I think this is for GTA 4, they had to implement like what they called curveball, or at least what this person's calling a curveball, which I think is a great name for it, which is just task interruption. So it's like, I'm returning to my gang hideout, right? This is an NPC talking. It's like, I'm returning to my gang hideout, so they're on their way there, and then I see an enemy. So when they see the enemy, they engage the enemy, and when they're engaging the enemy, they have to roll out of the way of a car, you know, that might hit them, and then they have to recover to their feet. And then when they do recover to their feet, they re-engage the enemy, and then after they're done re-engaging the enemy, they continue to return to the gang hideout, right? So they had all these interruptions in between doing things, because originally they were just going to the gang hideout, but then when they see an enemy, they engage it. So engaging the enemy is an interruption. And then in the middle of engaging the enemy, if a car's about to hit them, they have to roll all the way. That's an interruption to engaging the enemy. And then so when they're rolling out of the car, like, that's just the final sort of interruption of this little tree. But, you know, you can kind of see how that would get super messy and super tedious if you're trying to do that with, like, a really simple finite state machine. You could do this with a finite state machine. It's just the way you do it will dictate, like, how difficult it is. And so I've been trying to figure out what the difference between an FSM and a behavior tree is, because essentially they look very similar, right? This looks just like a behavior tree. I mean, this is a behavior tree, but it looks just like an FSM. Near Snape says, dude, you're early. You wasn't kidding. Well, it's not. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, 11:36. Yeah. Who did I just pay right now? Submitted an order of how much to who? Okay. Cool. What's up, Near Snape? Okay, yeah, so just look forward to that, because I think that is something that's on the roster for this year, is trying to get people to, you know what I realized? This is not what I wanted to listen to. I wanted to listen to traditional jazz. There we go. This good old playlist. Yeah, so keep an eye out for this stuff, because I'm sure this year we're going to try to do some proper AI tutorials, official Playmaker tutorials. Okay, array is empty. Was the previous package delivered? Yes. Okay, and then check if the array is empty. If it's true, then it needs to go to last package. Oh, no. If it's true, it needs to get the despawn point. If it's false, then it goes to that. Okay. I'm all good, dude. It's 7 p.m. here, so I'm glad I can catch you live. Oh, I'm glad. Nice. Yeah. It makes me think I should probably, like, put out, like, a Google Docs, like, spreadsheet thing where people could submit what time of days they're up, and then you put your name, just so I remember who's where, you know? Do you have an update on Playmaker tutorials? Yeah, I can say with confidence this might be going against the boss's wishes, but, like, I don't know, maybe. I'm pretty sure they're fine with this, but I'm pretty sure the official Playmaker tutorials are going to be coming out, like, either this weekend, so potentially today or tomorrow, or at the very least next week. I'm almost certain that they will come out within less than a week, because the official, you know, what is it? I don't remember the version number, but the new version of Playmaker came out. You know, it's been in beta for a minute, and now it's finally out and ready to go to the public. So you can go buy it from Playmaker's site. I'm not sure if Alex put it on the asset store just yet, but the plan was release it on the site, then push it out to the asset store, and when it's out in the asset store, that's when the tutorials are coming out. So that should be very, 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 very soon. Yeah, I'm excited. Man, there's a lot of work to be done still. We're still got some crazy shit ahead of us. Some cool stuff. I'm very jealous of all the people who get to have these things that I didn't have. Okay. So I think this is fine. I think. Okay, we should be able to hit run. We should be able to see him place the package. Should be able to see him. Should be able to spook him. And then when he's done being spooked, then I feel like, I don't want to break it, but I feel like I could do scale time like 2, right? At least do it like that. Maybe honestly even like 4. All right, so he's gonna go over here, puts the package down. Wait. Scale time 1, slow you down. I'm gonna pick this up, drop it right there, and I'm gonna go spook him. Spooked ya. Near Snape says, dope! Yeah, pretty stoked. Okay, so. I really need to reduce the wait time on this because it's still set to 30 seconds. So as long as he doesn't start walking back there, I'll be happy. Jesus Christ, come on. Hasn't it been longer? Oh, you know what? I bet he is like in the walking back mode or even arrived, you know? But I just didn't change his animation. Or maybe not. But okay, that was a bad test because oh wait, no, that is a good test because what happens is if he dropped off a package and then got scared, but didn't make it back to his despawn point, when this does the check again, he doesn't have any mail to deliver. So he just stays where he is. Okay. So there needs to be a condition that says like out in the world, on the job. So it's like, okay, so I scared him again, and he's just running in one place. Oh, probably because he chose to go to the despawn point, right? Let me run this again. Maybe that does. I don't think it will, but it sucks because I ran that test in like going too fast. So he got to that little checkpoint before I could even Okay, so he's gonna go deliver the package. Let's still do this. All right, he delivers the package. I'm just gonna move it. Okay, I'm gonna spook him. And then he runs to the despawn point. Okay. That's one of his options. But the other one is that he could cower. Okay. Drops the package. I move it out of the way. I spook him. Alright, you know what? I think that's good enough. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make it so that's his default reaction. Where is... So, mailman. He won't have the option to run or freeze. He'll just always go to despawn. So I don't even need this. This just goes here. I mean, honestly, like... Yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this. Okay. Great. I suppose I could start setting up what it looks like when they despawn. So like, for example, let's see. Environment, DC spawn points, civilian spawn points. So we have them all around here. Civilian spawn points should go... Let's put one over here. Put another one over here. Put another one. Over here. Yeah, it's chill. And then right here, we'll put this one like right there. Okay, there's nothing really hiding those things yet, but it'll at least give us the general idea. And so when the mailman hits that spawn point, he will despawn. But how will he despawn? 5 people in the chat. Say what is up. Say hello. How's it going? Who's all there this morning? This morning for me, at least. Despawn, find closest set destination. Okay. And then let's do a float compare. How did the original mailman Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Characters, NPC, mailman routine, get despawn point, despawn. It just deactivates mailman. And I deleted all that shit, so I don't know what it did anymore. But let's just say it honestly just deactivates them. Let's just try that. So, mailman. When this is all finished, en route to en route despawn, and we'll have a float compare in there, and get remaining distance, store result, remaining distance, every frame, just distance remaining. Oh shit. That is dicey. You see that? I have distance remaining and remaining distance. That is very dodgy. I gotta make sure that this is consistent. Okay. Distance remaining. Let's compare it to like 2. And if it's equal, we'll go to next. And if it's less than, we'll go to next. Okay, and then gonna put despawn. Get closest despawn. And this one, I guess it's honestly just like, what is that? Because I want the mailman to stay active. You know, ready to fucking pounce. Should I have an activate mailman event? What even is despawning? Maybe we could just deactivate all that shit. Scoozy. Right? That kind of makes sense. Because he should still be listening. Or maybe not. Maybe despawn just means that he stops playing animation. Animator stop playback. Is there like a pause? Stops the animator playback mode. When playback stops, the avatar resumes getting control from game logic. That's not right. Animator. Speed target. I wonder if I guess I could send it to an empty state. Create state, empty. Let's call this stop. Is there any way to make this a different color? That doesn't matter. Okay. So the mailman, animator play, it'll play stop. And then I guess it can deactivate. Maybe that's enough for now. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe they don't need a flat out despawn, right? Maybe they could just freeze there. Next factory, deliver package. Do they have an animator play here? They don't. Oh, they do. Yeah, walk one. Okay. Walk one. I think the mailman's good to go. So what did I want to do before? Oh, let's do, let's make it so we can kill this dude. Right? How do we do this? It's like, I want to make it so you can shoot enemies. We'll probably use raycast. And it'll shoot or screen. What is it called? There's like a screen cast, or what is it? Screen pick. Perform a raycast into the scene using screen coordinates and stores result. Use raycast distance to set how close the camera must be to pick the object. Yeah, I think screen pick. So maybe this is a thing that we have to adjust with the player first. So we'll go to the player, or actually, items, small pistol. This is what we want. So here in, when it activates hostile, okay. Oh. I wonder if that was even the reason back then. Let's see if we can still spook without this wait. If it just goes immediately. Let's see. Delete transition. What? No. So it just immediately goes back. Don't need to wait. Right, let's get rid of the screen pick. So it just activates that, resets on exit. Before, there was a million things that I thought was fucked up with it, but it actually wasn't. So maybe now, because if that, okay. So if this NPC gets spooked right now, that means we don't need that wait state. And if we don't need that wait state, then we'll figure out some other way to prevent spamming. So it's not like, I don't want to make it so you can just fire your gun as fast as you can click. Oops, hold on, let me get the gun. Should give it a tiny little buffer, but that shouldn't be dictated by weird reaction shit. So let's see. Ah, yeah, look at that. Not doing anything. So there does need to be kind of a buffer. Oh, you know what I could do? Dude, okay, check this shit out. Small pistol. Let's make it so it doesn't reset on exit, but the hostile event itself has an FSM. And it has a wait. And it waits 0.5 seconds. And then custom next goes here, and then deactivate self. Oh shit, there's even a delay. Oh, dude. Here we go. Set a start state. That's a cool action. Check that shit out. Delay 0.5. Boom. We should make that real time. Okay. Nice. So when it gets activated, it runs at FSM. So hostile event. So when the pistol fires, activates it, it deactivates itself. So while we're here, let's do, what is it called? Screen pick. And the screen vector. Oh wait, we don't want to do screen pick, huh? Do we? Do we though? I don't think we do. I think screen pick and raycast from the camera is probably the same thing. Like, or I don't know what the difference is. Oh, you know, we're gonna do raycast because we could use a raycast all, and when you use a raycast all, you can get multiple objects. So that means you could do shooting through walls or shooting through multiple people, and that means that eventually maybe, you know, you could set up like a thing that says, you know, we can give every object and, you know, physical thing in the world a number that says, that basically adds to, like if a gun has a sort of, what would you call it? Like tear through number, you know? So it's like a number that represents like the thickness of things it can tear through. So let's say this gun, maybe it shoots through 3, like its tear through number is 3. And so what that means it can do is it can shoot through walls that have a tear through number of 3 or 2 or 1, but it can't shoot through a wall that has 4. And it can also shoot through a wall that has 1, and then behind that wall, if there's another wall, it'll shoot through that one by 1. If that wall is 1, it'll tear through that. You see what I'm saying? So you can kind of like, it's just sort of an additive process where it's like, okay, maybe people, their bodies are 2, their thickness is 2 or something, and then if this gun shot through, if its number is 3, then it would shoot through the first person and then hit the second person but stop at them, you know? That's cool. Maybe, I don't know, that's all just dreaming about it right now. We'll see. So hold, and this is fire. Distance, let's make it so it's like 50, 60, 65. Should it just be 100? Okay. Direction 1. From position. From game object. Specify game object. New variable. Player camera. Oof. So if the player's holding it, that means that it needs to go up how many levels? What? Here we go, inventory. So it would be under that. So it gets, get the parent, that gives you inventory. Get the parent of that, gets you the camera. Okay. Should it do that every single time though? I think that might be a cheap but safe solution. Get parent. Get parent. Move to top. Move to top. This is inventory. And then get the parent of inventory. Store it as player camera. So now this will raycast from player camera forward in the Z axis. Space, self, great. Don't need a hit event, but we do need to store store hit objects. I'm gonna grab a bite of a cookie really quick. In case people who are tuning in right now weren't here yesterday, this is my sea salt chocolate chunk cookie that I've been smashing on from Trader Joe's. It's pretty dank. It's really heavy, so I gotta like watch myself with it. Oh man. It's amazing. The sea salt. I just lost a viewer. Yeah. Lost 2 viewers. That's funny. Okay. Point taken. What do we want to do with that hit object? Should be able to hit anything. You know what? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If I want to do a raycast all thing later on, I'll do a raycast all thing. But for now, let's just do a good old-fashioned raycast. Okay, from player camera, positive z-axis, self space, great. Store hit object. Object, oops, hit. You know what? I just gotta get one piece. Okay. And should we have a mask? No. Oh yeah. Should have a mask. Okay, only from enemy. Oops. Enemy and or actually maybe what I should do is invert the mask and say we don't want it to hit ignore raycast, and we don't, oh god. And we don't want it to hit trigger sensor. Let's see. We don't want it to hit in-world UI. We don't want it to hit photographable. And we don't want it to hit events. Okay. So it'll hit everything except for those. And when it does hit the thing, you know, like I said, I've never done like shooting enemies in a video game thing before, you know? So I'm not sure how they usually do it, you know? Is it that you ray cast out into the world, and then whatever the thing that you hit is, you tell it to like minus some number for health? Or is there a way that the thing should be checking if it is getting hit? I think it's the former, right? So hit event will have next, and then here it'll be like, what did it hit? Maybe tag comes better. NPC. Are they tagged as such? That's untagged. That's untagged. I can tag them as NPCs. I'll just tag them. Okay, so, and if that's a true event, we'll hit for true NPC. Oh, I should call it like hit NPC. And then this one is like hit wall, hit environment. Should also have a false statement. If it's false, it goes here. If it's true, it goes here. Damage NPC. Hit environment. This is also a compare tag. I guess we should assume that the environment is literally everything else. So let's not do that, and then later on, if there is specific things, then whatever. So damaging NPCs. I'm gonna send this back to the top. How to do damage to an NPC. All right, we have the thing, right? So maybe you do like get FSM int, or should it be a float? I feel like I just want it to be an int. Let's just make it an int. Okay. Specify game object. Object hit. FSM name. We'll call it like NPC health. Variable name. We'll call it health. Underscore int. Okay, and then store the value. Same thing, health underscore int. And then we'll do a float add. Float variable. Oh no, sorry, int add. Health int add -1. Let's just say getting shot does -1. You know, for now. I don't know, maybe that's how it'll stick, fuck. And then we'll do a set FSM int. So we're gonna object hit NPC health int, and we're gonna set the value as health int. Cool. That's pretty simple. Pretty simple, and let's just do a send event. Custom events. Send back. And here will be add global transition, send back. And I'm just gonna put it over here too. Copy, paste, delete transition. Okay. Cool. Now we just have to, I'm gonna open up a notepad document really quick so I can remember this shit. So the FSM name is going to be NPC health, and it's going to be called health int, and it subtracts 1. Okay. So now I can go to characters. Actually, let's do it on one of these boys. Let's do it on the mailman. Mailman. Add components. Playmaker FSM. I'm gonna call it. Oops. NPC health. Edit it. And we're gonna create a new variable. It's gonna be an int. It's gonna be called health int. Cool. And the default value will be, let's just call it 3 for now. And I'm done looking at this. So, how do we do this? Oh, you know, it's just going to be an int compare, right? It just sits here and does an int compare. And it's going to be comparing health int to 0. And if it's equal, we're going to go to next. Or if it's less than, we're also going to go to next, just in case. And it checks every frame. And this is alive. And this is dead. I wonder if this is how people do it usually. And then when it's dead, we'll do an animator play. We'll do a set agent is stopped. Is stopped. And then what is the, where's my animator? Get out. Do I not have the dead one in here yet? Well, let's put it in there. Animations. Death fall forward. Here it is. Control D. F2. Death fall forward. Okay. And it does not loop. Cool. And we're gonna drag it in here. I'll put it back here next to stop. And I'm just gonna copy it. NPC mailman, state name, boom, death fall forward, sets as stopped. And then it should honestly deactivate, right? Enable FSM. Is there a way to disable all the FSMs or stop FSM, FSM, stop, run, finish. I wonder if there's enable FSM. Enable multiple FSM. Here we go. I wonder which ones, because we have enable FSMs and enable multiple FSMs. Enable on different game objects. Oh, on different game objects. Okay. Versus this one doesn't have it, but it says enable disable multiple FSM components on game objects. It's probably very similar, I imagine. I'm gonna just do the enable multiple FSM. I wish there was a way to solo FSMs. Activate game. Okay. Let's just see how that works out. Because when the NPC dies, I don't want all the sort of background systems that it's running to keep running, because then it might be like, oh, hey, I saw the player shoot a gun next to me, so now I'm scared, and then suddenly this dead body gets up and like runs away, you know? Enable multiple FSMs. Count, let's do 3. Oh, cool. So you literally just like what, drag and drop them in here? So let's turn off it'll turn off I guess all these routines, right? Mailman routine, civ B routine, NPC fear, we definitely want that to be turned off. That's what I was just talking about. And I think that's it. All right. So it's gonna turn off all that shit and just be a dead body. NPC. I'm just gonna put that in just in case. I think that it put there twice, but all right, let's see how that works. There's no coming back from the dead, so that's just how that is. Oh, wait. Yeah, we did do the gun thing, though, right? I think that... Is that it? Really? That can't be it. Is it that easy to implement? Shoot the shit out of this fucking guy right now. Boom. Ah, I just scared him. And it doesn't change anything if I hit him from the back. Hitting it from the back. So, he's still alive. Maybe we should check my gun? Oh, you know what? I forgot to tag him as an NPC. Forgot to tag him. I knew that was gonna fucking happen. I was thinking that earlier. Okay, so all I gotta do is tag this guy. Mailman, tag, NPC. And I should do the same for the source. NPC. Okay, and run it. Because there is sort of this conflicting thing of like, it sees, the NPC sees the event, you know, if you're shooting a point blank in the face, it sees it as a scary event, so it wants to get scared, but also you're telling it to die, so like which one's gonna take priority, you know? Boom. Nope. Boom. 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 He should have. He should have like fucking negative something health at this point. Never got sent. Still says 3. Oops. Okay, small pistol. So, okay, we did it this time. Damage NPC. Oh, bro, it's hitting the camera. What is the camera tagged as? Or what layer is it on? Post-processing. I need to ignore post-processing too. Okay. So, where is... Small pistol. Fire. Changes to 6. And our new one that we're gonna ignore is post-processing. Okay. Fingers crossed. Marusho, when I change to HDRP, everything turns to purple. Or you know how to fix that? Oof, boy. You know, not offhand, no. I know that's a really common thing for folks. All I can say is I hope you backed up your project. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Not killing them. Okay. Still not good enough. Let's find out why. So we hit the NPC, but it's still got the player camera. What layer is the player camera on? post-processing. I thought we ignored that shit. And I inverted the mask, so should ignore that. Oh, wait a second. Oh, this says get FSM int player camera. Oh, I think this might be a cursed action. Let me see. So this is get FSM int from player camera. And if I go in, nope, yeah, this is supposed to be get FSM int from object hit. Found a little bug. Yeah, so Marusho, yeah, I would just say, like, really figure out why you want to use HDRP, and check out some Unity courses. Unity has free courses. I don't know if they have anything specifically on using HDRP, but that when your textures turn pink, it means that all of your textures are no longer linked. So they still exist, they didn't get deleted or anything, but there needs to be some way that, like, you can remind Unity where those are referenced, like which textures you want the objects to connect to. Okay, fuck, I don't know how to solve this one, because... Oh, maybe I do. Game object, object replacer, items, small pistol. Replace. Okay, now let's see if that works. There's this small bug that happens sometimes where the prefabs don't get updated if they're in your scene. So all you have to do is replace them. Like literally just swap them out. Let's see if that works. Boom. And boom, boom. Got him. It works. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Doesn't react to any of this, right? Cool. Easy enough. Don't forget to drop the gun. Oh wait, let's see if we can kill this guy. Oh, I didn't put it on him though, huh? Did I? I didn't put it on him. No. Okay, great. Killing NPCs works now. See, I knew I'd be able to fucking scratch a lot of things off this list today. They're simple enough things. Okay, let me get some gum. Okay. So now we can kill... Oh, you know what? The other thing is that I want to make it so when you kill them, it also spawns let's see. Oh no, it needs to be on the NPC. So, for NPC health, if they're dead, they need... What should they do? What should they do when they find a dead body? Normally, at this point, I would fire up, like, GTA. What happens in... Let's see. Grand Theft... Anybody in the chat, can you tell me what happens in video games when an NPC sees a dead body? Grand Theft Auto... Dead body. See, it's just, it's too common of a thing, like, I don't even know. Screaming. Izzy Arts says screaming. Yeah, like, kind of, it's gonna be like a big reaction, right? Because I feel like there's also, like, do I program for multiple reactions? I think that's probably one of the only ways I'm gonna be able to kind of get like a, because I'm not going for realism, right? Obviously, I'm not going for realism, but I do want it to be immersive. So when an NPC sees a dead body, it should have multiple reactions. So maybe maybe it could just get scared, right? It can run to a despawn point. That's one option. You could make them make a selfie, take a selfie with the dead body. Yeah, right. You know what I dig is like the idea of it, of like, I don't really have cops in my game, you know? So if there's a dead body, there should basically be punitive action taken. If you kill an NPC, I guess that's besides the point though, right? NPC sees a dead body. Do they all just run away? Because I also feel like what I want... Okay, here's what's on my mind. Here's why I'm not just going with the running away thing. I think that it could be interesting if when an NPC sees a dead body, that they call even more attention to it. They would try to help in real life. Hopefully, yeah, something like that, you know, like they would put more attention on it. And so that's why it's a problem. You know, that's sort of punishment for the player in a way, where you're always trying to blend in. You're always trying to, Jesus Christ. Let me get some water really quick. You're always trying to blend in. You're always trying to stay, what is the word? Not necessarily incognito. What's clandestine? Let me see. Clandestine, right? Is that what it is? Kept secret or done secretively, especially because illicit. A clandestine operation is an intelligence or military operation carried out in such a way that the operation goes unnoticed by the general population or specific enemy forces. That's what I'm trying to say. So you're trying to be clandestine. Clandestine? What the fuck? Let me hear it. Clandestine. All right, I sound like such an idiot. All right, clandestine. You're trying to be clandestine, but if you shoot an NPC and there's a dead body there, then all these NPCs are gonna gather around it. Yeah, they can like gather around it. And they could be like just shocked or something. Maybe And here's another thing. You have to consider sort of overlapping reactions where if you're in a group of people and you shoot one of them, that person goes down, the people around you will react to your that action, right? And that'll scare them because you shot somebody if they saw it. Or I should say if they experienced it, right? Because it can be whether they saw you shoot the gun, or if it wasn't a silencer, that means that they also heard the gun go off next to them. And so if they get spooked by the fact that somebody fired a gun, but then see a dead body, I don't want the overlapping reaction to be that they got scared and then they go, oh wait, but let me just go look at this dead body now, even though I know that somebody just shot it, because then that's just ridiculous. Because can you imagine somebody going, ah, and then going, that totally breaks the illusion. So it would need to be sort of an overriding factor if they were scared. That is just like the absolute, that cannot be interrupted by if they saw a dead body. If they only see the dead body, they would try to help. Right, exactly. So it's kind of like, so if that whole seeing the gun or experiencing the gunshot, if they did not witness the hostile event, then, and they just came across a dead body, then they would. I'm hesitant to say try to help because right now I don't really know what that would mean for the game. But I think I'm willing to say that, try to help, in so much as they gather around it, I mean, shit, do I include police in this shit? You program it with the radius of the shot, so if the NPC is in that radius, he's running away. Right. That's the plan, is that the sniper, or not the sniper, sorry. I'll show you. The small pistol, this has a silencer on it. And so this hostile event thing is small. It's about the size of the gun. You see this sphere collider right here? It's small because it's only if you see it go off that it should scare you if you're an NPC. Whereas guns without the silencer, it'll be very large, and that'll just affect everybody in the area because there's no not seeing it, You can program it with a radius of the shot, so if the NPC is in that radius, he's running away, and if not, they help. Yeah, so it's kind of that's another way of saying wait for an NPC who wasn't scared to see the dead body. So, but here's kind of what I was thinking right now, too, is what if I do include police in this? I already really love the idea of playing the different country-specific siren sounds. And that's that draws a lot of attention. So if you're trying to be clandestine, And then somebody gets killed, and then people gather around it, and then you just have to assume that the cops are going to show up, right? So I'm not going to program an NPC to go make a phone call or anything. It's just that in a few moments, a police car will show up. Maybe a police car and an ambulance. And then, God, you see how this is scope creep 101. That's scope creep, I think. It just feels too easy to implement, you know? I feel like so many of the things that I want to do are just like easy. It's so complicated, actually. Yeah, like kinda. You know, I was asleep last night, and as I was going to bed, I was like, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna do like, you know what? Let me prove the point right now. Let's put that on hold, right? I'm gonna go into this document, make it so that when NPCs see a dead body, they gather around it, and then eventually the police on format word wrap, and then eventually the police show up. Okay, hold on. And then eventually one cop car and one ambulance shows up. The cops stand around. That's it. That's all maybe that's all they do, right? And the ambulance takes the body away. Then a few moments later, the police leave. So the implications of that are that like what happens what happens when another dead body, like if you kill somebody else, right? And then there's another dead body like on the other side of town, right? Do the currently spawned police go there? And does the currently spawned ambulance go there and stack the body? Or does another ambulance come? Does another cop car come? You know? And then, what if you kill somebody in front of the police? Such a rabbit hole. If you kill somebody in front of the police, then they would start shooting at you. Ugh. It's not that it's hard, right? Maybe complicated is the right word. Let me see. Complicated definition. Consisting of many interacting parts or elements, intricate. Yes. Yes. It's so complicated. That complicated is the best way to put it. Because it's not hard to do. You know? It's just so many things. It's a what do you call it? It's a quantitative problem, not a qualitative one. It's not like the problems I'm encountering, the quality of them are like so difficult. No, it's easy. Right, police would shoot, and then what would the NPCs do? You know, like, well, that actually solves itself. Thankfully, I'm building this way in a systemic enough. I'm trying to build this game in a super systemic way, right? When you start building simulations, like that's what's cool about it, is that like you end up running into some things that just solve themselves. Because when you say, when the police shoot, what would the NPCs do? The NPCs would react the same way, that they would see your gun shooting, because that would make it so that when NPCs shoot, their gun behaves the same way yours does, which, you know, spawns that little hostile event thing. So it would be, and theirs actually, they're not using silencers, so they would actually have, like you were saying, the larger one that's like just within a radius of people. But yeah, but still, to that point, it is kind of like, and then what would happen if this happened, and then what would happen if that happened, and then where's the cutoff point for that? Where is the cutoff point for, what if I started going full GTA on this and was just like, all right, now I'm just killing cops and they drop ammunition and that gives me more ammo and that just keeps feeding the system, And then how do things wind down after that? How do you realistically transition into like, okay, the action's over, everybody go home? Like, no, it's like, there would be news crews and that would be like a whole fucking thing. And it would escalate, like in GTA, right? You get the helicopter in and all that shit. So, here's what I'm going to do, though, is I meant to put all this down right now because fuck. Simulations, man. Okay. What I want to do is that when they're dead, I also flip a bool. I feel like NPC health should be at the top. Just so I can... Okay, so in NPC health, I'm gonna do a bool flip or set bool value. New variable is grabbable to true. So now the player so when an NPC dies, the player can grab them, right? Like, I know that that's not going to be a smooth plug and play solution right now, but I just want to see how janky that looks. Because it should just work, right? Like, again, thankfully, systemic things mean I could just copy and paste things like that. Player warp 0 and pow pow pow, got you. And then I should be able to just no, maybe not. Oh, you know what? Maybe I am grabbing it, but he needs to probably deactivate his nav mesh thing. He's probably stuck on the nav mesh. Player interact. It's grabbing the NPC FOV. This raycast, I probably need to do a mask on it. Yeah, I'll put... What's on the NPC FOV? Trigger sensor. Okay. Okay. And if the police shoot you, would the ambulances come as well? Yeah, I think so. I think if you die, the ambulance would come get your body. Because right now the plan is to give the player 2 lives. And that's actually not even 2, it's like 2 chances. Because when you die, the character you're playing as is dead. But then you get a second chance by taking over a colleague, like a fellow agent. Okay, so what was I gonna do? I was gonna change the... Okay, here's kind of a problem I'm running into right now too, is that like I'm doing all this work on this in-scene object. And yeah, like the plan is to just copy and paste that into the final thing eventually, but how many of these things am I gonna fucking forget, you know? So, what I'm kind of thinking is maybe fuck. Shit. All right. Let's I'll change this really quick while I'm here. Actually, what is it? Trigger sensor? Okay. Layer mask. 2. Three. What is it? Trigger sensor? Okay. 4, maybe also the photographable thing. Okay. So the mailman, when it's dead, set to is grabbable. We're also going to deactivate its nav mesh. Is that an action? No. Set property, enable, right? I'm gonna rename this. Disable nav mesh agent. Okay. And then gravity. And then I'm gonna change kinematic to off. Cool. See what happens. Oops. Oh, hey. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Fuck, gotcha. Oh, shit. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Okay, he's falling into the abyss. There he goes. Yeah. Kind of saw that one coming, to be honest. That really did cross my mind as I was stacking those actions. I was like, this fool's gonna fall through. There was a moment where I was just like, maybe I should move him up a little bit. Yeah, bye-bye NPC. Shit. Okay, let me focus on him. So he's got the capsule collider. Oh, you know what? It's because let's do this too. Change this capsule collider. Set property is trigger. Nah. And I'm gonna edit name. Turn off collider trigger is set collider is trigger to false. Oh, hey now, you're an all-star. Why didn't this save? Huh. Disable nav mesh agent. Stay. Alright. There's still a part of me that's like, okay, do we move him up a little bit though? Let's see if we can get away with it. Let's see if we can not have to scooch him up. Alright, I'm gonna do it from behind him. Boom, boom, boom. Damn. Also, you know what I realized is that I just shot that NPC in the back of the head and he was just like fine with it until he died. So NPCs also need to react to getting a shot. Also, I should probably make it so if you shoot them in the head, that's an insta-kill, right? Oh my god. Video games are so much work. Okay. Let's scooch you up. Did these save? Okay, good. So let's do set position. Get position. What the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna store current v3. Oh, this NPC underscore v3 in the world. And then float add the y-axis, I believe. This NPC underscore y-axis v3 fine. That should just be Y. Float add Y. Set it to 1. Oh, you know what I think might be happening? No, that's not it. Okay. I just wonder if it's a layer thing where it's like, oh, no matter what I do, the NPC is always gonna fall through it, but I don't think that's true. Okay, this NPC, right, except the Y. Okay. World. Do late update. Alright, not feeling too confident about this one. Let's see. Still falling through. Why would he still be falling through? Let's pause it. Mailman. It's not a trigger anymore. Yeah, I saw it shoot him up. He uses gravity. His layer is enemy. And like, what's this? This is on default. The floor is on the default layer, and he's on the enemy layer. Yeah, look at that. They don't collide. Not checking for collisions. Maybe I could change its layer to default, maybe? Let's just change his layer to default. Like, as an action though. So here we'll go layer, set layer. Use owner, yeah, default. Okay. Alright, I feel like that's gonna do it. Probably a bunch of other superfluous things. I could probably get rid of that little hop it does. Hey Siri, what's the weather like today?
It's currently clear and 84 degrees. Temperatures are heading down from 86 degrees to 68 tonight.
Nice. Boom. Oh. What happened here? Can I grab him though? I can grab him. Oh, look at his shadow. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god, that is so funny. What if this is how you hid bodies in this game? Alright, I'm just gonna put him right here. Oh, you know what it is? It's because it's fucking capsule collider. Oh my god, these are the fucking moments I live for, bro. Yeah, because it's a capsule collider. Oh my god, that is so fucking funny. Oh, he's about to fall off. No, I gotta grab him. No, no, no! I got him, okay. Oh, I'm gonna watch him roll down these stairs. This is so weird. Cyberpunk 2077, eat your heart out. Come on. Where is it? I'll have to get close enough, huh? There we go. Oh, oh. There we go. Okay, one more time, for good laughs here. All right. Oh, shit. There we go. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 ain't got shit on that. Hold on, let's see. I think I can get hired at CD Projekt Red. With a resume as impressive as this. Okay, so I think that has brought me to the conclusion that I need probably, oh my god, do I do ragdolls? What do I do, you know? Peekaboo. Sorry, I'm having a little too much fun with this. I just want to see him pop out of the wall on the other side. Wait for it. Yeah. Aw, where'd he go? Oh. Okay. Well, shit. So that works, but how do I do? Because I don't think I want to do full ragdoll. You know. I think it's just too like resource intensive. What do I do with this? What do I do? What do you think, chat? If I don't want to do ragdoll, but I also don't want this Cyberpunk 2077 style body hauling. I don't know, does Cyberpunk 2077 even have that? But, you know, if I don't want to fucking use a capsule collider when he's like this, like I could just set a second collider that gets activated. That's like the laying down collider. But well, he's really going, isn't he? That's so funny. You could see how it interacted with that curb. Is it really gonna come back here? Is that how, like... But what can I do? Cause... I think that would be really resource intensive if I put a ton of colliders on every single NPC. Maybe it's like that gets deactivated. Maybe it's deactivated from the start and then it gets activated once they die. But even that, it's like, what if you start stacking up bodies, you know? Uh-oh, the apocalypse. Is Ragdoll that resource intensive? I feel like it would be, right? Because it's a bunch of fucking colliders. It's kind of like maybe the way that you solve that is that you have all the colliders to make the Ragdoll, but then when you place it down, it's just one, like a sphere collider or something that's just there that encompasses the whole body. And then when you click it, it deactivates that part, right? It deactivates the sphere collider, and then it activates all of the Ragdoll colliders. And then you just drag that around. So when you place it down, all those colliders are no longer active, and so it can save on resources. It's kind of, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. It's like, yeah, we could pick up bodies now. But it's pretty janky. I think I'm actually gonna hop off stream for a little bit. I'm gonna sit on this and I'll be back on in a little while. Getting a little tired, a little foggy. Probably just need to drink some water, sit on this for a second, and then yeah, I'll come back in a sec. So thanks everybody for stopping by for right now. Hang tight. Unless you're going to sleep, then please get some rest. Otherwise, I'll see you in maybe like half hour to an hour or so. All right, talk to you soon.